WNBA, what do I always say? The gift that keeps on giving. And if there's anybody who is welcome to chime in and blast Kathy Engelbert and blast the WNBA.
The WNBA world is buzzing again, and this time, it's not because of a buzzer beater or a viral highlight. Two of the league's most popular stars, Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hull, have just been hit with an official warning from the WNBA. All because of a golf appearance. Yes, you heard that right. A golf appearance. This unexpected move from the league has fans outraged, players confused, and the basketball community wondering. Is the WNBA punishing its own stars for simply growing their personal brands? Today, we're breaking down the full story behind the league's warning, what Sophie and Lexie actually did at the golf event, why the WNBA is cracking down on off-court appearances, and how this decision could completely change how players handle sponsorships and side events in the future. Let's dive right in. So, here's what went down. Just days ago, Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hull of the Indiana Fever showed up at a public golf event, a charity appearance that brought together sports stars from basketball, golf, and beyond. They were part of a celebrity showcase. Think smiles, fan interactions, media photos, and plenty of crossover attention for the WNBA. Now, normally, this is exactly the kind of event leagues love their players to attend. It promotes goodwill, connects different sports audiences, and boosts visibility for the league. But this time, things went sideways. The WNBA reportedly determined that the golf outing violated league promotional policies. In other words, the appearance wasn't officially sanctioned by the WNBA or the players' respective teams. And according to multiple reports, both Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hull received an official warning, not a fine yet, but a formal notice that any future unauthorized promotional activities could lead to further disciplinary action. So, why did the WNBA suddenly care about this one event? According to sources close to the situation, the issue wasn't golf itself, it was branding. Both Cunningham and Hull reportedly appeared wearing sponsorship logos not affiliated with the WNBA or its official partners. At the event, they represented a private golf sponsor that has no licensing agreement with the league. And that, according to WNBA policy, is where the problem began. The WNBA's promotional rules are surprisingly strict. Players under contract must get league approval for certain types of appearances, especially when there's media coverage, there are sponsorship ties, or there's any potential for product promotion. The league wants to ensure that appearances align with official partnerships like Nike, Wilson, or Google, rather than competitors or unauthorized brands. Now, on paper, that sounds like standard business. But to many fans, it sounds like overreach. Because let's be honest, players like Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hull aren't just athletes anymore. They're brands. Both of them have been growing huge fan bases on social media, attending crossover events, and doing exactly what modern athletes are expected to do, expand their platforms. So, when the WNBA slapped them with an official warning, it instantly felt personal. Especially since both players have recently gained attention for their connection to Caitlin Clark, golf, and crossover popularity between the WNBA and LPGA. Let's not forget, just a few weeks ago, Caitlin Clark went viral for her appearance at the Annika Pro-Am golf tournament in Florida. And guess who her caddies were? You guessed it, Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hull. The trio stole headlines across sports media. Photos of Caitlin with her WNBA caddies flooded social media, generating millions of views. It was fun, lighthearted, and a perfect example of athletes using their off-season to connect with fans in new ways. But behind the scenes, the WNBA reportedly wasn't thrilled. Officials felt the event blurred the line between personal appearance and sponsorship representation. When that golf-related buzz turned into headlines, and then sponsorship talk, the league started monitoring players more closely. So when Sophie and Lexie showed up again at another golf event, this time with branding and media coverage, it was the final straw. That's when the warning letters came in. But here's the twist, fans are calling hypocrisy. According to WNBA rules, players are free to participate in outside activities, as long as they don't conflict with official league partnerships or use league branding without approval. But here's the catch. Conflict is a vague term. For example, if a player wears an Adidas polo at a golf event while the WNBA's official apparel partner is Nike, that could technically count as a conflict. Same goes for appearing at an event sponsored by a brand that isn't one of the league's partners. So while Sophie and Lexie might have seen their golf appearance as harmless, the league saw it as a marketing conflict. And this tension has been simmering for years. The WNBA is trying to grow its sponsorship base, but it also wants to maintain control over how its athletes represent the brand. Meanwhile, players are realizing that their personal market value, especially on platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, is skyrocketing independently of the league. Athletes like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Sophie Cunningham are building entire fan empires online. They bring attention, money, and viewership to the WNBA, but they also threaten the league's ability to control the narrative. So this warning? It's not just about golf. It's about power. Now, Sophie hasn't directly commented on the warning yet, but those close to her say she was surprised and disappointed. She reportedly believed the event was cleared through her management and that no rules were being broken. Fans who know Sophie know she's not the type to back down. She's fiery, competitive, and not afraid to call things out. If she chooses to speak publicly, it could turn this into a full-blown media story, especially if she hints at unfair treatment. Lexie Hull, on the other hand, has kept a lower profile. But her connection to Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever means anything she does now draws attention. Both women are now in a tricky position, balancing their careers, reputations, and future partnerships while under the watchful eye of the WNBA. This moment is exposing a deeper divide in women's sports, the conflict between league control and player empowerment. We're living in a new era where athletes are influencers, entrepreneurs, and content creators, not just players. When you look at Caitlin Clark's social reach, Angel Reese's fashion deals, or Sabrina Ionescu's endorsements, it's clear the future of the WNBA depends on its stars shining beyond the court. Yet here we are, watching the league warn two of its marketable stars for appearing at a golf event. The optics are rough, because instead of supporting visibility, it looks like punishment. And fans are asking a fair question. If this happened in the NBA, would it even be news? When NBA players like Steph Curry or Jason Tatum golf at celebrity events or show up at brand activations, the league celebrates it. But when WNBA stars do the same, they get warnings. It's a double standard that could come back to hurt the league's image, especially at a time when the WNBA is trying to attract more fans than ever before. So where does this go from here? Insiders say the warning doesn't carry a fine yet. But if Cunningham or Hull repeat an unauthorized appearance, they could face monetary penalties or even suspension from future promotional events. Behind the scenes, player agents are reportedly pushing back, asking the league to clarify exactly what counts as unauthorized. Meanwhile, fans are demanding transparency. They want to know, why are players being punished for doing exactly what the league should be encouraging? Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hull might end up being the faces of a bigger movement, one where players demand freedom to promote themselves without being micromanaged by league officials. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about golf. It's about ownership, of image, of opportunity, and of personal brand. And as the WNBA continues to grow, that balance of power between league and player is going to be tested again and again. So what do you think? Was the WNBA right to warn Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hull, or did the league overstep its boundaries? Should players be free to represent themselves at outside events, or should the WNBA maintain control to protect its brand? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay updated on everything happening in the WNBA, from Caitlin Clark's viral moments to behind-the-scenes league drama, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. Until next time, stay tuned, stay curious, and keep watching how the WNBA stars keep breaking barriers, even when the league tries to hold them back.